Hi all. It's Monday, November 23rd, and I wanted to make this video pretty quick. I'm losing sunlight. I have had to struggle with some yarn that I was working with, and it took me almost an hour to untangle it instead of the 5 minutes that I thought it would. But I wanted to do something different today. I haven't did a video in a long time. Life just kind of gets in your way. But I thought instead of just a tutorial, I would show you what I'm interested in, what I'm working on, and join the knitting podcaster groups and see how it goes. If I get too nervous and I don't feel like I can do it, I'll just do some tutorials. But I wanted to start off with thanking everybody that did subscribe. I've got like 40 some odd subscribers right now, and I really appreciate you. If I can get any more subscribers, which I hope to, but if you like it, what I have to show you and what I'm working on, please subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and we'll see how it goes. So I think I'll start with what I'm working on, my WIPS, which I've determined that are way too many to start off with. I'm not a monogamous knitter, but I really should be, because I'm not finishing projects like I should. But I'll start with this one. These are the little bags, the drawstring bags that I make, and they're on my moredesigns.com website if you're interested. But this is a paid-for pattern, so I can't reveal too much, but it's called the Star Shower. Can you see that? And it's a shawl that it's a shawl that comes over your shoulders, or you can wear it as a cowl or slip it over one shoulder. It's real pretty, and I got this idea from the wonderful Erin from Gimme418, Gimme Yarn 418. I'll put it in the description below. So thank you, Erin, for doing yours. She just had a podcast not too long ago that showed hers that she had worked on. I thought it was just absolutely gorgeous. So I thought, well, you know what? I think my daughter would like that. So that's what I'm working this pattern on. And this is how much I have gotten done. I'm almost through. This is the right side, and it's a variegated, and it's grays, and I know it'll look much better when it's blocked, but let's see if you can see that. But it's gray and charcoal gray, and it looks real pretty. Maybe if I hold it out here, yeah. I think the contrasting colors. And it is by Knit Picks, Chroma, and I think it's called Fog. I can't see it because I don't have my glasses on, but it's by Knit Picks Chroma. I'm working off of my iPad, so I'm hoping I can get the screen turned around so you can see this. But that is that. I don't have too many. I think I have probably 4 more sets of patterns to do on that. So I'll be anxious to get that taken care of. And the next next one I've got is, this is called Cat Paw Scarf, and it's a free pattern on Ravelry. These are all my first attempts at scarves. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that. It's so dark. But it's real pretty. I'll show you the one I'm working on and then a finished product. This is olive green. Let's see. Can you see it? It's very intricate. And it won't be too long, but I'll show you the finished product during that segment. Put this back in here. And what else? This is my favorite bag. It's got a handle with a lobster claw on it, so I can take it off if I don't want it on there. But I love this bag, and I make these. Oh, pair of socks. I'm almost through with these. It is just so bright and cheerful. Let's see if you can see that. The colors are a little bit deeper in real life. But there's a lot of pinks and orange and magenta and yellow and green. Really happy colors. And I'm knitting these on Knit Picks. I think these are 2s. So I've already finished the toe up. This is a fish lip heel. So I don't have too much to go up this way. I'll be excited to get these done. And I don't know the name. These are just plain vanilla, your basic stockinette stitch. I don't have the tag, I'm sorry, of what yarn this is. I want to say it's Regia, but I'm not real sure. If I find the tag to put in the description below, or I'm going to try to do some show notes. That'll be a brand new thing for me, but if I can do that, then I'll put it in the show notes. That is, I wanted to show you, I've never done, I started learning socks on 2 at a Time by Knit Freedom. I had purchased her online class, which is really good. I thoroughly recommend that. But I wanted to try a cuff down. Oh boy, this is something else. I'm using Felicia, and this is the mess that I came up with. This is the top, and I did a I don't know what kind of heel that is, but it's reinforced. And then we're going down. I'm going to finish this one sock. I would definitely have second sock syndrome if I tried to do this a second time. But these are way too big for me. I wear a size 7 shoe, and these probably would fit my husband. They are too big. But I do have to say that the pattern that I'm following is an online pattern. And again, I'll put the link to the video. It's an 8-part series, and she's real good at teaching how to do these hope you can see that. These turning and I forgot what you call it. I can do it, I just don't know the name of it. But I love this because it's the slip stitch, knit slip, and on the purl side it's just all purling. But I really like that stitch. But it looks pretty good. I didn't do any holes or anything else. So I wanted to show you that you know, we all make boo-boos. But this is on the out of the Felice Glacier, and I just love this. And I just Knitpicks just came back with it. They had been they had it out of stock or weren't selling it for a while, and it just came back on. So I went nuts, really nuts. Luckily, my husband doesn't see this. Then, of course, just like everybody else, I had to start off with a sock blanket. And I did something different. This is my first one that I started out, and this is kind of a gold and a orange and a deep lavender, and this is a mauve colored, and then cranberry. Let's see. There we go. This is a cranberry, and that's a deep purple, and this is a deep purple. I was going to just keep that in this color scheme. Then I thought, well, those squares are kind of big, so I'm going to just try something different. And I did. So I don't have too much on my second one. So these are sock yarns, and they are yarns that I dyed, which I'll show you in just a little bit. But I started to do the squares a little bit short, a little bit smaller. So, and I'm not going to recommend this sock yarn at all. It's, even though it says it's superwash merino, I bought it on Etsy. I won't name the person that I purchased it for, and thank goodness I only ordered 2 skeins, maybe 3 skeins of bare yarn to work with because it was so cheap. But it's real rough, and I don't think it's gonna soften up. This is being knit with Michael's brand. What's the name of that? Wool-like. They're all different. This is the mauve one. It's called Wool-like. Again, I apologize for the backwards. I don't know what to do about it. But that yarn is so soft. I absolutely love it, and I'm gonna knit quite a few things with that. So, what else have I got? What is this? I already showed you those socks. Okay. Next thing I thought I'd show you is what I'm going to be knitting. which I can't wait to get started. This is, I'm not sure, I think this is a free pattern, and it's called it Ending Chulo Hat by Knit Picks. You see it? There's different styles. It's different colors that you can do. There's a blue one with a llama on the ear. Love it. And it's got graphs that you work with, and I'm okay as long as it's a simple graph. Other than that, forget it. But these take a lot of different colors because it's real detailed, and it's Fair Isle, which, again, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with Fair Isle as long as it's not too detailed. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 colors for that hat. Whoa. They're all Knit Picks, and they're from they're called Palette. This is a you can't see it. This is called again, I can't see it. It's like an evergreen, and blue. I wish it wasn't so dark. Sorry. And here is a, what color? Oh, this is rouge. It's much darker in real life. And this is called Semolina. It's a beautiful mustard color. And white. And this is called orange. And that's pretty true to color right there. And the last but not least is sky. And it's much lighter in real life. So I can't wait to get started on that pattern. Let's see. I wanted to show you also just little things that I've done. I don't have a lot made up, already finished, that I haven't either given away or worn, because I just started doing the podcast. But this, and I'm going to make so many more of these, this is a little turban hat for a newborn. I absolutely love it. It is so cute. And it's a free pattern that I got off of the internet. I'm not sure where I got it. But it's just called a turban, knitted turban. And it's done in knitting, stockinette and purl. And then little tied here. And I also found a pattern that has for adults too, so I thought I have a friend that just had a baby not too long ago, but this would be so cute as matching for the baby in a little bit bigger size, and for mama too. I'm sure they'd look adorable. I have a little newborn, what are they called? Reborn doll that I use for my shop, from my baby shop, and it looks adorable on her. And this is another one that I had made. This is crochet, and I haven't given that away yet. but it's, again, I found this pattern on a knitting group that I belong to. They just posted it, and you really, the instructions are in, I believe, Russian, but there's someone out there that can or did kind of translate it and work up her own. So I love the stitch on this, and that's just crochet. And I did up the flowers. That's a little flower. This is done by that merchandised. Gosh, I don't know where my mind is. Yarn. But I thought that was really cute. And I made these little, I crocheted these little heads so that I have something to hold them on. This again, you know, free stuff on the internet. I loved it, but they were real simple to make, and they hold hats, so I was kind of pleased with that. I made a little newborn one and one for, this probably will fit a 9 to a year old, something like that. But I thought that was cute, and I wanted to share it with you. Let you know that I crochet too. I knitted, and I'll try to insert a picture here, a Harry Potter sweater for my grandson. And I gave it to him, and all I have is the picture of the blocking right now, because he took it. He loves it. What do you think? Do you like it? You look just like Harry.
Because I have his face, his eyes, his hair, and his shirt.
Take your jacket off. Let me look at it. See how it fits.
He has a puffy jacket just like mine.
Really? That looks really cool. You do look like Harry Potter.
I know.
But I also made him, ta-da, a Harry Potter Gryffindor house hat. And this is done in Fair Isle too. And of course, the letters are backwards on this, so, but I'll hold it up like this so you can see the pattern. It's adorable. I mean, he just stretched it out big time when he was trying it on, but I told him, let me take it back and I will make you another one that'll fit. His mother asked for ear flaps to go with it, so I may or may not do that. I'm not real sure. But this was extremely easy, and it is Fair Isle, and it does come with, this is a free pattern on Ravelry, and it's called Hogwarts House Hats. And it's got different, the different houses, but it comes with, if you could see that, with the charts. And they look intimidating, but they're not. So, Margaret, if you feel like you want to make this for your daughter, it's really not that hard. You should try it. But I loved it. So that is everything I have to show that I have worked on. This is one of my next projects. Mina from Knitting Expat. Thank you very much. I appreciate your showing us your Stripes Gone Crazy cardigan. And hers is lavender and like a pink. And it's a paid for pattern, so can't show you too much, but that's, once you see it, you'll recognize it. And I'm going to cast that on pretty soon. But I've never made a cardigan, just like I had never made a pullover sweater. That was my first, the Harry Potter. So I thought I would do a test one before I went to the expense of buying really good yarn to make a final one. So I've decided that because I'm in love with wool-like, I'm going to make them. And these are going to be my colors. This is a lavender. And it's coming out of blue, but it's a light lavender. And here's a deep purple. Not a deep, but I wish you could see the real colors because they are so pretty together. There's the pink, mauve, and gray. I may leave this one out. I'm not sure, but that's what I've chosen for that. Hope you can see the details. This is gray. And I'm real excited about getting those on my needles. Okay. I'm almost through. Oh, this is another of the cat's, it was a cat's paw. I hope you can rewind this. But this is a finished one. I haven't taken the strings off of it. But I think it'll look nice. This is probably how I would wear it. I love this color. This is Knit Picks. I made it I made it several months ago, so I'm sorry. I'll be more prepared next time. But this is really easy to make, and I like it. It's very soft, and I blocked this, so, and it's really not that big, right? I like it. Okay. The other thing I wanted to tell you is I started getting into dyeing my own yarn. Yahoo! I've been doing it I've been testing for a couple weeks, and I wanted to show you. This is my first attempt at it. And this is with 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon. Very soft. But it's got purples. This is actually lavender. And the light blue. You can see this kind of reminds me of what is that movie for kids? Gosh, I don't know where my head is, but anyways, it's tonal, and I thought I did a pretty good job. There's a little bit of pink in there that I messed up. But I will be making something out of that. This was my second attempt. And as you can see, I'm not real good at winding. But it is more green than blue. But it also is tonal. It's got the bright green and sort of an aqua color in it. Looks very pretty, if you could ever see it. Maybe that's better. But I thought, it's not bad for my first attempt, right? These are 50-yard skeins, and I bought a cone of Franklin, 75% superwash, 25% nylon. And I was hoping I had no, I don't understand why. I thought it would get softer, but it doesn't. It's very scratchy. So I put them in 50 grams each for the skeins. But I thought, well, this would be good for my sock blanket. Love the colors. He's got purple and dark green and a chartreuse and yellow and a cream in there. And I tried, can you see it? I tried the method that Nicole from Shoe Local, she was doing, and by just putting it into the kettle and then spot dyeing, and I thought, this came out pretty good. I wish it was on pedal yarn. But you live and learn. You have to try, right? You have to test. That's that one. This was in the same dye pot, but as you can see, turned out a little bit darker. But it's still pretty. And I will make a pair of socks or something out of it. I'm just not, I'm not sure what I'll make, because it really did not soften up. I pre-soaked the yarn, and I rinsed it out, and then I even used a soak. I think it's just called soak. And I let it soak for quite a while, just hopefully to soften it up, but not a chance. So, this is probably one of my favorites. This is all the good stuff. It's 75%, superwash, and 25% nylon, and it is, I wish you could feel it. It's purple. I should have done this early in the morning. It's a lighter purple than this, but it's variegated, and it's using that same technique. No, this is dipping that I learned from Kim Knits. She did a tutorial on how to dip it, and then take it out and dip it and take it out, and yeah, that's what that is, and it just came out gorgeous. I'm going to really enjoy working on that. So, and I did up a lot of little mini skeins for my sock blanket by the dye, by dyeing little tiny skeins, just experimenting with colors. That's real pretty. I like the turquoise and the chartreuse. But that's going to look really, really sweet on my blanket. And I did some peach and grays. That's really pretty. That'll look good too. Sounds like I'm tooting my own horn, isn't it? That's really pretty. This is another one of those turquoise. And here's purple. Believe it or not, it's actually purple. But it's showing up blue. How great. Excuse me while I get a drink. Okay, I think, I have one more acquisition. These were all this week's acquisitions. And I have, remember I told you in the beginning that Knit Picks came back with their Felici, and I went nuts, but I didn't want to take a chance of running out, and I love making socks with this. It's just absolutely wonderful. So I'm not even going to tell you how many skeins I bought with this order. But I wish I could remember who I saw that made watermelon socks. But when I saw it, I knew I had to have it. I had to make a pair of watermelon socks. Ta-da! So these are by Biscotti Yarns, and of course it's called the watermelon, and it is I think it's 85% merino and 15% nylon. I don't have my glasses on, so this is not fun for y'all, is it? It sure is. This is, I love it. I absolutely love it, and I hope it knits up like a watermelon for me. So as soon as I get this on my needles, I'll show you the progress of that. But this Biscotti yarn company even sends it in a cute little drawstring bag. I like that. I think that's all. I think that's enough. I don't have anything else. So, I hope you enjoyed this. It's a short one, I hope, 37 minutes. And by the time I edit out some problems, it might be shorter. So I loved showing you everything, and I hope that you enjoyed it too. If you have any questions on any of the stuff that I showed you, the names of the yarn or patterns, just ask in the comments below, and I'll try to dig up whatever information I can and get it posted for you, and post some links to Hogwarts hats and the different scarves that I have made. But I hope you all have a good week, and wishing you happy Thanksgiving if you are in the U.S. And to everybody else, stay warm, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for coming. Bye.